Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Oh, sorry, I'm watching the numbers go down on the screen. It gets to 1 and I think, oh yeah, that's me. Right. Jens, I hope you got a big bag of popcorn and a cup of tea. I've got my cup of tea. This will be a long one. And what I want to talk about, no, it's not what I want to talk about, is what I'm going to be telling you how I'm going to be going with my builds. And I'm going to do 2 videos, this one and there's going to be one done directly after this. That will be put up as well, but same subject but different matter, if you understand what I mean. This one I just want to hit about my dioramas. Now I'm doing the diorama of, it's the all British one. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It is great. I really am enjoying it, but it's left wanting. I've done this diorama and it's going to be completed and everything else, and this is a platform for me to go somewhere else. For the simple reason is there's a lot of models that I want to build, and because I have to think, I've got to think outside my box now for myself. There's a lot of models that I want to build of British, American, German and Russian, and I don't want these models to be put onto little bits of wood and stuck in my cabinet, you know, because, or 2 of them stuck to a diorama, because the diorama to me is always left wanting. There's always something, there's lots of things missing to me. That is my opinion, and I'm not knocking dioramas or anything like that, because I'm not. I'll state that now. Dioramas are extremely well detailed and well executed things, and people make a beautiful job of them, and some of them are really amazing. But what I'm saying is that this is me, this is for me, and me thinking out of the box and what I need to achieve. Right, I'm straying off the subject now, but the diorama that I'm doing, the all British one, yeah, as I'm building it, it's still left me wanting things from it that I can't get. I can only put 3 vehicles on it, so I'm in a fortunate position that 18 months ago, or 19 months ago, when I decided that I would start back into modelling, I was converting one of the rooms in my house to like a snug for the grandchildren when they come, TV and all that sort of rubbish. And I decided, one wall, I'm going to build myself a display cabinet. Now this is a big display cabinet. It's 2.5 meters wide, it's 2 meters tall, it's well over 300 deep. Now the display cabinet at the moment as it stands is empty, because I've only completed 1 build that I would want to put in it, and that was the armoured bulldozer. I've got lots of other kits that I've worked on that I'm not happy with, which I wouldn't display, and I'll get onto that a bit later on. So I've got this great big cabinet, and this is partly my young lady's idea as well, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking to myself, I need now to do something to display what I'm building, because now I'm building quite a few things and I really want to display them. And I'm doing the diorama and I'm trying to work out, you know, where to put it in the shelf and everything else. And it seemed to be a critical thing about the dioramas, that you've got to work them out to what space you've got. So I've come up with this plan, and this is for myself. I've got 2.4 meters that I can actually build a 2.4 meter diorama. Now, the diorama that I'm going to build is going to be a road one. For the simple reason is all the vehicles that I'm doing are mainly support vehicles. They're not frontline vehicles where you can put them onto a small diorama and do them, you know, in a little town and that, and the soldiers fighting and all that lot. I mean, that is, you know, that is that. But I can get away with doing my vehicles and they actually have a purpose. They can actually go on the road. And this road is going to, like I say, it's going to be 2.4 meters long, X wide. So I can get away with whatever vehicle I build on the support side of it, breakdown trucks, radio trucks, all that type of thing. I can actually put them all onto this road, and it's gonna make sense, if you understand what I mean, because this road is leading to the front. All vehicles are going to have to travel down it. So that's my plan, and the layout for this one is the first one I'm going to build. It's going to be on the All British one, because that at the moment is what I'm doing. I'm doing mostly all British stuff. So I thought myself, the first one is going to be all British. It's going to consist of a Bailey bridge. Now the Bailey bridge is going to go in last because I'm going to build this diorama. I'm going to build a bridge, and then I'm going to destroy the bridge, because the Bailey bridge would have been put across an opening that would have where a bridge would have been, you know. So to me, I've got to destroy the bridge to put my Bailey bridge in. The Bailey bridge is going to be bigger, because even though the Bailey bridge I've done now, it is a lovely bridge and I really do like it. It's wanting for, it needs to be longer. It needs to show its full potential, sort of say, because there's so much missing all the time. So that's going to be put onto it. So I'm probably looking at maybe even 3 kits of the Bailey bridge. I know, I make rods for my back, because that's going to be the main sort of centre bit of this big long diorama. Also, I said earlier about I've got a lot of German vehicles now. These German vehicles are not, I don't want to display them as finished vehicles, because they're not, because there's bits missing, there's things I didn't do, things I didn't have the experience to do. So I'm going to recycle these German vehicles onto this road, because this road, to me, has got to illustrate the advance of the Allied forces. And I'll say it, the actual slaughter of the German retreat, you know, because at the end of the day, it was a slaughter, really. I mean, because, you know, it's just carnage and horrible. But that's the bit that's lacking in my diorama, is the confusion, the mess of war. You know, it's not illustrated in what I'm actually building, and that's really what I want to do, is to illustrate everything. So these vehicles then will be used as burnt out vehicles along the side of the road, because all the pictures you see of vehicles travelling, there's always burnt out vehicles, there's carnage, there's mayhem and that all the way around it. And that's how I want to build this road. It's going to allow me to put all the vehicles of all different types that I want to build, because I don't want to just build a particular type and make a convoy. I can put all them onto there. In my head, I can get the confusion and the carnage of war along the road as these vehicles are travelling forward to the front, supply trucks and everything else. And that's roughly what I would. That's what I'm going. No, not roughly what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. And So I won't be doing no more small dioramas or anything like that, because everything I do now is going to be based on one large diorama, and all my builds that I do will be going onto the diorama. So my builds that I'm doing have got a purpose, and they've got somewhere to go, they've got somewhere to be displayed, and they're actually going to tell a story of, you know, of support vehicles and everything else. This is going to happen another 3 times, because it's not just all British vehicles I want to do. I will want to do, there's a lot of German vehicles I want to do, there's a lot of Russian vehicles I want to do, there's a lot of the American Allied type vehicles I want to do. And to me, because I'm sort of sticking to the support vehicles, I am going to do 4 roads. The British road, I've got a name for, it's the road to the Rhine. So when I start doing updates, that's how I will put it up for that particular diorama. And then I've got the Russian one, it's going to be the road to Berlin. The German one's going to be the road to Moscow, which is going to be totally different, because I want to try and make that wintry, but they're different ones. But I'm just sort of explaining that it will be 4 roads. And as for the American one, I'm totally lost for a name. It's going to be a road, but a road to where? So if you've got any sort of good thoughts about that, let me know. But that's basically the way I'm going to go with these dioramas. So it's going to be one big diorama. All the vehicles that I will be building will be in a separate build log, and they will be finished, but they will have a place to be at home at. So that's basically it. So I hope you managed to finish your cup of tea. I didn't. Now I'm going to do another video straight after this one. I will tell you a little bit about it, so you know you're not going in there sort of blind, because I don't want to combine the two and get things confused. But the next video is about a project build, and it's a project build of a vehicle. So that's all I'm going to tell you. So, you know, I should have said at the beginning, if you don't want to watch this one, skip it to the end. You know, I can tell you what's in the next video. But but that's basically all this little video is about. It's just about the dio, the size of it, because it is going to be a big one. It's going to be a challenge, but you won't be seeing no more small dioramas off me, because everything now, I just want to concentrate on building the vehicles I want to build, not building the vehicle and then deciding what sort of diorama it's going to go on or how I'm going to do it. It's now I've made my choice. It's going to be one big diorama. I can build my vehicles of all different shapes, size and descriptions, as long as they're all of the same nationality, and I can put them all on this road. And when you look at them, then it's going to have a story, it's going to have a purpose, and hopefully it will really look good, because I think it will. I really do think it will look good. And then it will still give me space above these 4 shelves. It will give me a space for another 5 shelves, which then I can use for my boats and other bits and pieces and other bits that I will be sort of doing, and somewhere else to display it. So that's it. So if I haven't bored you to tears, and you want to find out what I'm going to be building, go and drop into the next video. So thank you very much.